This is Ocean's Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJXOXO. Here is my disclaimer. These readings are conducted for insight purposes only. Everything I say is alleged. Even if you see death in my readings, continue to hold out hope for the missing person's safe return home alive, as you never truly know with tarot. All individuals discussed are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. My readings are not intended to solve or definitively interpret cases, but rather to explore small clues and gain alternative perspectives for contemplation. Please note that the nature of some of these readings may be sensitive and could be triggering to some individuals. So I see that she could have been really nervous at some point. At some point, she got really nervous. She was really shocked. She was in shock and in disbelief. God bless the ghosts. That could be the sign of transition into the afterlife. Being confused and disoriented. With the scissor, it's like cutting, dismembering. We know what happened to her. With the tent, maybe somebody did something outdoors near a campsite or something like that, somewhere in the woods or something. There could have been some type of witness or some type of evidence. They could have gone to the house to watch a movie, or maybe they started off, I'm hearing Netflix and chilling, like Netflix and chill. So that's what I'm seeing with the popcorn, with the pig right under the scissor. I don't want to say it so graphically, but I get the butcher energy, slaughter energy, like a slaughterhouse. Like she was in a slaughterhouse and didn't realize it. With this, I get the energy of like an orgasm, excitement, also sweat, worry, stress. It could have been raining that day. Somebody could be a fisher. Maybe he's a fisher. Somebody could have been hooked. He could have hooked her into a situation. He could have felt like he was going fishing for women, or fishing, like fishing for comments, fishing the comments, fishing, like scamming. With the table, could have been dinner. They could have gone outdoors once again to like a campsite or somewhere in the woods. Somebody tried to travel or escape something, and somebody is very religious in this situation. I pre-pulled cards just to make my life easier, to get as much as we can out of the reading instead of me shuffling and wasting time on shuffling. So the cards are pulled, and I asked for the energy between Sade and Maxwell. And with the sun, you know, I just get the phoenix rising from the ashes. Like, this is a death card in my opinion. She has risen, so she could have transitioned. Y'all, look what this says. The Seven of Swords. Look what the card says. Seven of Swords. Cannibal. Does he actually eat the people? And look at all the sheep. Sacrificial lambs. Oh, this is about trickery, lies, deceit, manipulation, trying to get away with a crime, underhanded behavior, underhanded practices. This is wish fulfillment. The Tooth Fairy. With it being a Tooth Fairy, when I think of the Tooth Fairy, you give something to get something. So you have to give her your tooth in order for her to give you money. So I'm getting the transactional energy in this connection. Somebody tried to walk away. Somebody felt abandoned. Somebody may have tried to abandon a situation. Somebody was seeking the truth. With the Ace of Cups, it's a new beginning. This card gives me, this is like my child predator card. Whenever I get this card, I think of a child predator, but this is somebody who could be like an air sign. Air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This person is a savage, a Viking, like just a straight up savage, cold, detached, somebody who could work for government or law. There could be government, law, or law enforcement or something like that involved in this situation. Maybe he or she has connections to the government or law, but this is a cold, detached savage to me. And I get that as Maxwell's energy. The Ace of Pentacles is money, like new business opportunities. So someone could have gotten a new job. I have feelings on this situation that I'm really uncomfortable expressing because I don't know. But also there was heavy drinking involved. Sade could have been a very stylish, creative. I don't know if she has water in her chart, if she was a Pisces, but she could have been a very stylish or creative person, very smart. But I feel like she had, look at the wine. People are drinking and this is like a drinking, partying, pleasure, sensuality type of card. And I feel like this guy is a monster. He's a werewolf. Hidden secrets. He was a lunatic who takes advantage of women. And I feel like this is also like a sex party card, sex ritual type of thing. But there's some hidden secrets that need to be revealed. And it's heartbreak, upheaval involved in this situation. He was not honest about who he was. That was the hidden secret for him. Who he truly was, the werewolf, came out, and it was just heartbreak. He took that girl's life. I saw her mom on Nancy Grace, and I feel like her mom says she's a light worker. So with this, I also get this is the mom, and this is the mom too. This is also Sade, because the cards can represent anything and any amount of things. This is Sade feeling heartbroken, but I also get the energy of her mom feeling devastated and heartbroken. But I also feel like her mom had a knowing. She knew. Almost like when something happens and you're so connected to someone, or you're so spiritually connected that as soon as something bad happens, you get that feeling comes over you. I got the energy that an intense feeling came over the mom when something happened, when her daughter was harmed. And she knew. She had the wisdom. The guy was the magician. He was working his magic, doing a bunch of effery and foolishness, trying to get away with things, trying to create narratives. He could have been a smooth talker. She probably really liked the way he speaks. He's a mastermind. They both had options, and you really have to weigh out your options carefully. There's also like illusions, not seeing things for what they are or who they are. There was an argument, disagreement. I wonder if the daughter could have had an argument or disagreed with the mom before she went on a date or early in that week or something. But there could have been an argument or some type of disagreement, a fight between her and the guy. Maybe when he attacked her, she tried to fight him off or something like that. But look, this devil energy, sex addictions, alcohol addictions, drug addictions, lust, hedonism. And it led to death, an end, change, transformation, new beginnings. Upheaval. This is the R word. Violence. She could have been R'd. God bless her. She could have been R'd. This is violence. Upheaval. The M word. So let's see what they can show us. What else? So he probably reset his cell phone. I feel like he probably took videos of whatever he could have done to her, something like that. And then when he knew he was caught or about to be caught, he reset his cell phone to kind of clear things out. I misspell my words. I'm sorry. I'll just be writing so fast, and I'm so used to typing because I've been a secretary for over 18 years in law. So I'm a typer. I don't write like that. So now writing these cards, my handwriting is crazy, and I misspell words. But interracial dating, yes, he is a white man. She was a black girl, and he has no remorse. Excuse me. My throat is dry, and I'm burning an incense to protect my energy. This could have happened at night. Toxic home. His home was toxic. There was a loud bang. Somebody could have heard a loud bang, or there was some type of loud bang. Something happened on Snapchat. Maybe you could check someone's Snapchat. Maybe they met on Snapchat, but there's something connected to Snapchat. And she wanted her mommy. When she was in that situation, God bless her. These make me so uncomfortable. Something about social media. They could have met on social media, or somebody could have posted something on social media. And I get the religion. Somebody is extremely religious, but like not just religious. Like, look at this even. Like religious. Excuse me. She could have been drugged, and he could have robbed her, stolen things from her. She could have been taking advantage of her. He could have taken advantage of her. She probably had long fingernail tips. Like maybe she had her nails done and her nails were really long. I know you know. I know you know. I know you know. I don't know what that means. Well, this came out twice. Arrogant. He's a very arrogant person, this guy. I don't know if she's into African spirituality, if she's into Ifa, hoodoo, voodoo. It was liquor involved in the situation, so they could have, look, again, extreme religious beliefs. Somebody has extreme religious beliefs. Lesson learned. She learned her lesson. This is like a sex party, and God bless her, she was murdered and discarded. Money and gifts in exchange for sex. So there was gift giving involved. I don't know if it was her birthday. Maybe her birthday could have just passed or something like that. But with the energy, money and gifts in exchange for sexual favors. And look, they're into things. The dark web. This guy probably does. He probably does those films where where people get off on watching people get offed, if y'all know what I'm saying. But somebody could have been into buying and selling illegal drugs, weapons, passwords, and stolen identities. And he could have stolen like her phone or stolen something from her, some type of personal, private information he could have taken from her that night. He's an evil person with wicked intentions, vengeful with no mercy, extremely conniving, dark secret life involving violence, abuse, unconventional sex, and serious crimes. Pressure. He was applying the pressure. He could have tried to strangle her or suffocate her. Somebody was close to exploding. Somebody had their foot on somebody's neck, so they was putting pressure on somebody. Somebody was close to their breaking point or close to breaking. They were scared to be found out, so maybe he knew that people had leads and it was leading to him, and he was scared of being found out, and he reached a point where he could have been ready to confess. Noise cancellation, playing loud music to drown out the sounds of a crime. So he could have been blasting music. He could have covered her mouth to drown out her screams, sending threats to silence someone. He could have probably told her like, shut up or I'm gonna kill you type of thing. He probably gagged her, like stuffed something in her mouth. God bless. Ugh. Child abuse. This guy preys on minors. She's only 19 and he's 33. She's only 19 years. She's younger than my child. She's only 19 and he's 33. He preys on minors. He grooms minors. He has sexual relationships with minors. This was a child abuse situation. And look, lust and hedonism, and it's right next to the devil card, y'all, huh? Sex parties, freak offs. They say he had a sex dungeon in his house. Okay. He has a secret sex life, sex addiction, and unconventional sex variations. Somebody has mommy issues. My mother never loved me. My mother was cold, abusive, and detached. My mother put men before me. My mom put drugs and or alcohol before me. My mother was never there for me. So someone has serious mommy issues. And look, close to home. This guy was doing dirt close to home or in his home. He was committing these crimes in his house, still in his neighborhood. And I feel like with this card coming out, somebody else could be involved. There could be other people involved in this situation. It doesn't have to be a man and a woman kill a couple. It could be, but I feel like there's another person that could be involved in her murder. And somebody's a freak. They want unconventional sex. So, orgies. Okay. This was a sacrifice, a ritual killing, a blood sacrifice. Somebody had a secret job, y'all. Performing a job or task few people or no one knows about. Career involving illegal activities, including sex work, drug deals, murder hits, and gun sales. Secret life and career family doesn't know about because it's embarrassing or illegal. And he had something to do with her murder. This was a one-sided connection. She probably really was excited about him and really liked him, and the feeling was not mutual. And on the other hand, somebody has daddy issues. This could be both of them or either or. Somebody has an absent father, a father who chooses drugs or the streets over the child, an incarcerated father, a toxic and abusive father, a father who never knew how to be a father. So when I see the father who never knew how to be a father, it could be somebody who has a present father, but he's just not a good father. He just never really knew how to be a good father. He was a father who was cold and detached. Somebody was confrontational, aggressively approaching someone about an issue, confronting internal issues, facing fears. A simple inquiry turns to a serious disagreement, and we saw the disagreement with the Five of Wands. But Sade was that bitch. She's highly confident and beautiful. She knew her worth and charges extra. She didn't tolerate less than what she deserved. She was a woman that was highly desired. I don't know why she chose that man, child, please, because she was absolutely beautiful and could get any guy she really wanted. Beautiful girl, and I don't know why she chose that demon. God bless. But she's ambitious, a gold digger, not a gold, not a G-O-L-D digger, but a gold digger. She was about her business. And this guy was not a true friend. He was a wolf in sheep's clothing. He was backstabbing friend. Talks about her behind her back, acts like a friend and an enemy in secret. And he, look, the trafficking, the getaway driver, he could have been responsible for moving goods or passengers from one location to another. So we know that he killed her in his, he could have murdered her in his home. I saw a bathtub for some reason, so I feel like he did it in a bathtub, like put her body in a bathtub. God bless. And I could see blood like going down a drain right now in the shower, like, oh. But the way he scattered her body, he's moving her body, the way he scattered her body parts around town is like moving from one location to another, dangerously in love. This guy, an abusive relationship leads to death is what I'm thinking. A stalker who can't take no for an answer. She probably felt uncomfortable at some point and said, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to leave, and he prevented her from leaving the house. He could have hit her like a sharp and sudden pain to the head. I kept seeing like a blow, like, you know when you shoot a gun and it's like that spark. I kept seeing that spark, that flash. So she could have been bludgeoned, like hit in the head with something, feeling disoriented, dazed, and confused after a sharp blow to the head, sharp stomach pain from being drugged or drinking too much alcohol. And it's a full moon. Didn't we see the moon cards? Psychopath, lunatic, werewolf, psycho, monster. Hidden secrets revealed. Look, with all the moon cards, we've seen the moon multiple times. Truth, people, things coming to surface, underhanded behavior, dodgy deals, illegal activities, repressed emotions, illegal activities at night. And I don't know if he's gonna like post bail and be in house arrest until like the trial or something. That could be a possibility, but not for murder, right? That's like a serious crime. You don't let people be under house arrest. But I heard he's wealthy. He comes from wealth, so maybe, I don't know. It's all about money when it comes to the court system, really. But being held in someone's home against their will, so that could have been her situation. And he could have been arrested in his home. So I asked for the energy between Sade and Maxwell. Consequences. She made a bad choice. Games probably sent mixed signals or received mixed signals, and this is a consequence to her bad choice. God bless her. Somebody feels hopeless, lost, depression, suicide. You know, someone was suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. So somebody had a secret, like a secret sex desire or something, sexual desires. Stuck, no options, unforgiveness. She felt trapped. She was trapped in his home. Nurturing. This is once again where I said this, that uncomfortable situation where somebody presents themselves as a nurturing, kind, loving person, and when you turn around, they have ulterior motives to harm you. Waves. There's emotions, worry, fear. She was very fearful and worried for her life. Maybe she felt like this was, he could be with somebody. He could have a girlfriend low key, or have like a twin flame connection, or she could have seen it as a potential twin flame connection. They were just friends, so the friendship is there, and they were romantic partners. But he's hiding, masked, hiding, concealing deception. Was established. Somebody's established, settled, secure, wealthy. From what I understand, he comes from wealth, but he's a two-faced. He lives double life, cheater, backstabber. What does that land on top of? He's the cheater and the backstabber, and this is like shattered. She shattered, her family shattered, like this is a shattering situation, broken, nightmares, failures. And it says arrogant. Arrogant. He's arrogant, rash actions, insincere. His apology is not sincere. If he ever apologizes, it's not a true, sincere apology. She felt trapped. She felt stuck. Oh God, we know there's a death, funeral. She felt under pressure, a lot of anxiety, decisions. She probably was like trying to figure out, how the F am I going to get out of here? She's probably thinking of ways. She was thinking of ways to get out of it. She was under pressure. We saw the pressure too. We saw the pressure card. Somebody's very spiritual. Somebody's very religious. Chaos, ego death, downward spiral, and someone had a spiritual awakening. And side hustles. What is the side hustle? What type of side hustle? Somebody was working multiple jobs, but what kind of job did they have? What kind of job did they have? She was the queen bee. God bless. Secure, confident, boss bitch, career focused. And we got that boss bitch card for her too. She really was a boss. Somebody received bad news. She was not happy. They were not happy with the situation. This was like a reckless connection, a reckless sexual connection. There's a lot of drinking, a toxic lifestyle involved. She could have had spiritual gifts. Her mom said that they are light workers. So, and this could even be her mom. Like her mom knew. But there was a Jezebel spirit. God bless. There was some type of Jezebel spirit who had a sex addiction. Okay. I also asked again the energy between Sade and Maxwell the night of her murder. God bless. And I don't feel like he was interested in her like that. Eek. Hustling again. What is the hustle though? What is the hustle? Making it rain, focused on making money, like you're focused on money and getting money. Somebody somebody's in a relationship. I wonder if the guy has a girlfriend and maybe his girlfriend could or wife could have something to do with it. I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm not confirming that. I don't know. Remember, everything I say in my readings are alleged and it's subject to interpretation, so it should not be taken as absolute. And some type of photo proof or evidence. That's probably why he tried to reset his phone. Somebody's digging up dirt. They're looking for dirt on you or vice versa. I get the energy of the police investigation, number one. And then also maybe they were researching each other when they met. They were trying to find more out. But look, he was threatening, intimidated. He threatened her. He was bothered by something. He was bothered by her light. Your light irritates their demons. She brought a demon out of him that night with her beauty. Somebody's bankrupt and broke. It's because of bad habits that this situation could have hurt. Drugs, addictions, toxicities. Look, they were looking each other up, studying you, getting information. So I feel like before they even connected, they were doing research on each other. But I get the more energy of her than him. This gives me the energy dusted off is him cleaning up his apartment, or cleaning up, like when you're trying to get rid of evidence and you try to clean up the crime scene and dust things off and get rid of the fingerprints and things like that. That's the energy I get. This was a romantic love affair, a sex fix, a secret lover. Why is it a secret lover? There's another lover. And somebody had a bad reputation, and with this card I get female energy. It's possible that it could be the guy, but somebody had a bad reputation in this. Wow, I'm almost done. Let me see how much time I got left. Okay, backstabbing and betrayal. I asked for the energy between Sade and Maxwell. Backstabbing, betrayal. She could have felt like he was bullying her. And the team up against someone, I feel like there could be somebody else involved in this situation. She was surprised, shocked, and awe and excited about this engagement. Unfortunately, he was plotting, planning, underhanded plans, and scheming to harm her. And then before I go, let's just get the energy between Maxwell and his family. How did he grow up? How did this wealthy, how did he grow up? How did somebody like that end up doing crazy stuff like this? He could have been the attention-seeking child who often feels overlooked but plays the peacemaker role amongst siblings and family members. That could be him. If he has other siblings, that could be another one of his siblings. But his parents enabled him. They were enablers. Justify and or indirectly support someone else's potentially harmful behavior. His parents was an enabler. Sneak diss, gossip. The family is gossiping about this situation and talking mess. I don't know if one of his parents died, or both of his parents. I don't know if his parents are alive, but somebody could have died, or this is deep pain and unbearable sorrow because of what their son could have done, has done. There could be some type of rivalry, sibling rivalry within the family. He could have been the child that was acting out for attention. He could have been the good child that starts acting bad or acting out drastic, notable change in behavior. I don't know why her mental health issues. I need attention. He's probably like an attention seeker. He could have been somebody who had poor grades at some point and he started failing classes. There was a possibility that he wasn't going to graduate. I don't know if his parents could have gotten a divorce. I don't know what the co-parenting is. I don't know if he has children and a baby mom. I don't know his situation, but it's something with co-parenting. We saw the bullying too, so he could have been a bully. Excuse me. Bullied at home and or in school. He could have felt bullied. Division, heartbreak, conflicts, and sadness within the family. Could there have been something with a paternity test and a father? You are not the father, coping with shock of negative paternity test results. Maybe somebody said he was the father of their child and it turned out that he wasn't, or he found out that the person that he thought was his father actually wasn't. I don't know. Child discovering their bio father is not the person they originally believed him to be. Unconditional love. So there's some unconditional love within his family. Marriage struggles, infidelity, family interference, family disapproval, financial issues, stepchildren. So I don't know if there's like a blended family thing that he grew into. Somebody having financial issues, somebody growing apart because of life changes, distance, things just not being the same. Somebody was an overachiever, but he could have been someone. And they always talk about with serial killers and stuff like that, that they harm animals when they're young. So he could have been like a violent child with troubling future, a child who enjoys torturing animals, animal cruelty. So he could have been one of those kids, double crossed by family. He could have gone through something as a child, betrayal of trust, deceptive action or nature. Somebody could have violated him in some type of way, violation of trust growing up. And that's probably why he's doing this nonsense now. Temporary separation, celebrations, wins and achievements, exhausted, overwhelmed, abandonment issues. So he could deal with abandonment issues, child neglect, bad parenting, toxic parenting. People probably was thinking too much more about making money instead of raising the children. Parent clash over parenting styles. So I don't know, his parents probably got a divorce, or maybe they lived together but they just be on different pages. Differences in parenting approaches, disagreements on discipline, inconsistency with discipline or showing up. Rejection. He felt rejected by his family in some kind of way. He felt unloved, unwanted, and rejected. He could have turned out to be the black sheep at some point. No one believed me. I feel like somebody could have done something to him, because when people normally have these sexual deviations, let's say, they often at a younger age was harmed sexually in some type of way. So I get that whenever I see this, that's the energy I get. He could have had a wicked step parent, abusive step parent. Stop leaving your children alone with your lover. No one believed me. Stop leaving your child alone with your lover. Missing child, run away to escape. He probably ran away as a child. Child does not feel safe at home, and he's a problem child. And I am praying for Sade's family. This is extremely tragic. A very beautiful girl. This world is just out of control, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Praying for her family, her friends, everyone who loved her. Happy healing. God bless.